He said that is the spirit of ONPASSIVE. Even when we are down, we feel the need and the obligation to come and perform our duties for our family members. Over to you, Pierre.
Thank you, Dr. Patience. My name is Marie Pendy. I am chiming in from DC, USA. Welcome to this outstanding Dream Team webinar that happens every Sunday from 12:45 to the end of the day of that Sunday. I've gone around and I've called everybody individually. If I missed your name, you're welcome. With open arms, we embrace you with love. We love you. Welcome and thank you for coming. Dedicated ONPASSIVians, we love you. And over to you, Patience.
Thank you, Sister Marie and the welcome team for making us feel at home every Sunday when we're here. This is important. It's important to be welcome anywhere you go because now you feel you belong. And that's what we do on this platform. We want to ensure that everybody feels that they belong because you belong. But before we get into the meat of the agenda today, we're going to play signature 2. In it to win. We do that every day to remind ourselves that we're in a place, in a company that everybody will win. No matter your background, no matter your expertise, no matter your exposure, we are all going to win as long as you are in it. So DrDerrick is going to play other music, gifted to us by our own sister Lerato, but our King DrDerrick here will benefit with the statistics, with imaging, with anything that concerns our. What do you think, DrDerrick?
Let's rise high, standing tall, hand in hand. We are the unicorn. We are the to win it, to win it, to win it, to win it. Oh, in here to win it, to win it, to win it.
Your next stop is ONPASSIVE.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
We are in it to win it. Our next stop is what? ONPASSIVE. So as we can see it, ONPASSIVE is the future of the internet. With our CEO, hat. Our CEO drive and zeal to do this with nowhere. As long as we're in it, we're going to win it. So today I'm going to pass it over to the ladies that makes things work behind the scene. We know in a gym team, we wear multiple hats. We have the roles that you see people typically perform every week. And you have the ones that people will step in to double up. And today we're going to double up again. A lot of our beautiful ladies are going to double up. So I'm going to pass it over to the moderating team today, Queen Benny and Queen Hanla. Over to you. Thank you.
All right. I was talking with my mute button on. Thank you so much, Queen. I was talking with my mute button on. Thank you so much, Queen. I will be one of the coordinators for today's webinar. Dr. Benny, please introduce yourself, sis.
Thank you so much, Sister Carla, for giving me this opportunity. Happy Sunday to everyone. Before I proceed, as you all know, I want to thank our Heavenly Father for bringing all of us here this Sunday. And I want to thank him for sending somebody to all of us. Our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh. Thank you. With contact, the opportunity, Dr. Clark. Thank you. So I believe I am going to introduce our moderator. I'm sorry. Our mindset for this afternoon. As you guys know, I know I don't really have to really introduce, but there are a lot of people who have not attended this webinar. Let me at least introduce my beautiful sister. We do have this beautiful sister, and her name is Queen Julie Pierre from the beautiful paradise island of St. Lucia. She is a mother of 3 beautiful children. She is a God-fearing.
I know you love our Queen sister from the sunny island of St. Lucia, the paradise of the world. But today, sis, I know we had last week. Today, we're going to have Dr. John to do that. So if you can introduce your Dr. John for us, go ahead.
Oh, sure. You want Dr. John to introduce her? That's fine. Oh, Dr. John is the host. Sorry. God, my goodness. Hey, do you guys know this particular individual? I may not have that much to talk about him, to introduce him. He is the best brother that I know of. He is the best husband that I know of. And I know that he knows everything about ONPASSIVE, and he is a financial brother to all of us. You guys know that he is dedicated because he knows he loves ONPASSIVE so much. And let us please welcome our one and only Dr. John Ajongwen. Thank you.
Good afternoon, good evening, my kings and my queens. Dr. B, thank you. Yeah, I was gonna let our queen from the beautiful island say something, but I've been so jealous with the beautiful stuff that she says every week, and I thought maybe I should pop in and mess it up a bit for you guys. So today, I sort of thought, what the heck, let one of the guys also pop in and support our king, DrDerrick, as he'll be talking to you this afternoon. My name is DrJohn Ajongwen. I am actually in New Jersey in the United States. I feel honored and blessed to be on this platform with each and every one of you, and I hope you are having a very peaceful, blessed, and a holy Sunday. And today I thought I should talk about the psychology of waiting. I'm no psychologist. Let me start by saying that. But I just thought there were a couple of things when we are in a season in ONPASSIVE where we're waiting. And many of us here are parents. And one of the things you know is when a kid is in a car and going to a journey, especially somewhere that they're looking forward to excitedly. 5 minutes into the journey, what do they say? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? And then you probably keep hearing the same thing over and over for the next 2 hours, depending on how long your journey is. And the actual truth of the matter is that the actual time that kid or even us have been waiting really has nothing to do with how we feel, because if it's somewhere that you did not really want to go, you probably find a very grouchy kid sitting in the back seat and saying, oh my God, it's been so long. And then you get the one who's excited is also saying the same thing. Oh my God, it's taking too long to get to the same place. So you get two emotions. One of them is really looking forward to getting to that destination very quickly. And 5 minutes into it, they think it's been more than 2 hours. And another one who is really dreading that long journey, 10 minutes into it, they think you've been traveling for 2 days. So what are some of the things that really make us to be thinking about waiting versus the actual time. I've just talked about a couple of them here, and if any of them resonate with you, I hope it will be of use. The first thing that I normally think about is that when we have unoccupied time, most of the time it feels longer than if the time is occupied. Because if you're really having fun, what does the word say? Time flies when we're having fun. And if you're sitting there twiddling your fingers and you're thinking, oh my goodness, when is this gonna finish? It doesn't really matter whether the thing takes the same duration of time. You're gonna have that feeling that it's taking forever. And you see that in the real world, people like establishments know that we are creatures of habit, and we will tend to really sort of complain about our unoccupied time. That's why you go to places like escalators or and some hotels and so on. You see they put some nice pictures, or they put mirrors on the walls just to distract us and keep us occupied. And then we'll probably not realize that we've been standing on that check-in line for the last 25 minutes because you just saw something that you admired for maybe, and you kept thinking, oh, is it my turn yet? So when we have unoccupied time, it really makes us feel that the wait is longer than it usually is. And then you get human beings by nature, they want to get things started. We want to get this on passive going. We want to get going and blah, 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 blah. And think about it. That that feeling of let's get going, let's get going, it makes people start feeling that, oh my God, why is it taking you so long? Just think about you go into a restaurant and then you sit down. The waitress or waiter comes up there and greets you. How are you doing today? You say, I'm good. And then the next minute, you're like, what's happening to my lunch? I've been sitting here for the last hour and nobody. So that wait that you have really sat there and you're waiting. Yes, sometimes we get in there and things happen, maybe a long lines and you have to wait. But just the fact that we want to get started, we want to have our lunch or our dinner and get out. And we don't really care about the atmosphere. And you get that sometimes they distract us. Have you ever gone to a restaurant with a kid and they bring them coloring pencils or some stuff to just keep them distracted, because they know that once the kids get distracted, we are parents who get distracted as well. And then will not feel the same time. You go into a doctor's office, they move you from the triage to the waiting room, and then they take your vitals. The truth of the matter is, you probably still take the same time to see the doctor. But if you go in there and you're sitting there, they leave you in that room and you're sitting there all by yourself. That idea that you want to get started and you have unoccupied time starts to make you feel that it is taking longer. And then the biggest kicker for me is the idea of anxiety. Whenever you are anxious about something, the wait gets longer. Whether it's an anxiety of, oh my God, is this thing going to give me what I am expecting to get? Or is the anxiety of, what am I going to get from the other end? Or the anxiety of, oh my God, I hope I don't get the results that, you go to a doctor and they tell you that we just got your test results. You want to get the results like now and then know what's happening. When you don't get them, that anxiety will make 5 minutes look like 5 weeks or something. And again, when we are uncertain as to what that outcome is going to be, even if things are happening in the background, even if you get a situation that everything is nice and cozy and being prepared, the chef is preparing the nicest meal for you, because you're not really sure, did I get a good review of this restaurant? Is this doctor a really good doctor? That uncertainty of the outcome makes that wait becomes almost infinite. And then you get, obviously, things like unexplained waits. Yes, those ones are out of our control. You get to the airport, the plane is all on time, you get in, and then all of a sudden, nothing is happening. Nobody is telling you anything. Now you've been there for 10 minutes, but now you start feeling like those 10 minutes are really much longer than we anticipated. And then you have what the people call like unfair waits. Yes, you may go in there, think about going into a bank or going anywhere, and you get like 2 or 3 lines, and you happen to find yourself in one line, like at the checkout counter, like I experienced once. And when I saw the line had just 2 people in front of me, I stood on that one line. And then this beautiful lady decided to pull a pile of clipped coupons that she was going to use to pay for her grocery. Can you imagine how I was cringing? You know, why the hell didn't she just swipe a card and move on? So you can get that type of especially when you see the other lines going faster, or when you see things happening somewhere else, you're sitting there just cursing the gods as to why did I find myself in this situation? Why is life so unfair? And we want to redesign the whole system so that we get first in, first out. But in most situations, those are things that we cannot really get to control by ourselves, but those are situations that we experience. And if we are not able to manage it with the right mindset, even something that takes the normal time, if you got into that checkout line and your average checkout time from that supermarket is typically 10 minutes, just because you saw another person get out sooner, you would think that you probably spent 20 minutes on your own line. So we get all this anxiety, we get all these frustrations because we think we have been waiting so long. And the question is, how long is so long? When we look at where we are within ONPASSIVE, and many of us, we know a lot of people that came in, they were looking at their watches, they said, well, it's taken too long. How many of us have heard people say it's taken too long? Too long compared to what? So you get the situation that because our minds have calibrated certain things based on some uninformed pieces of information, we come in and we start to actually complain that the wait is too long. But one of the things that I think many of us would accept with me is that the more valuable the service, the longer the customer will wait for it. You can drive into a McDonald's and go through the drive-through and pick your menu, punch it on a computer, and by the time you get to the next window to pay, it's ready for you. Or you can go into a 5-star restaurant where you'll be seated. The chef would actually, they will take your order, they will go select fresh ingredients, go prepare your own meal from the start. In one instant, there was almost a 0 wait time. In another one, you actually had a situation where you sat down, you waited, and then when the meal itself came, not only the presentation, but the taste and the value that you got from it was really much more important. Do you sense that with where we are in this season with ONPASSIVE? Saying all of this, one thing that is always quoted is that if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with others. The same applies when you are waiting. If you stand somewhere and you're waiting alone, you would probably get into some unoccupied time. You would start getting some feelings that, it is taking too long, or you start doing some mental math. But when you are actually going on that journey with others, you get to actually enjoy the journey a lot more. You get to notice things that you would not have noticed all by yourself because the other people seeing other perspectives that they're sharing with you. And you would actually find out that the journey itself took quote unquote shorter when in reality it took its natural time. So, why am I sharing this with all of us here? We are blessed to be in a group where we're journeying together. We all have that expectation. That's why even when you go to your churches or mosque and they talk about waiting, that wait feels more excited when you're doing it in a communal setting than if you have to sit and study your own religious book in your private room. So we are here and we find a situation where we have each other. We have had the opportunity to build our mindset. We have had the opportunities to actually find a lot of loved ones across the world. And we are in a situation where we are learning new skills about health and wealth so that when that service or when that meal is then served to us, we will see that the waiting was worth the while. So, what I am going to just do is tell all of you here that if you feel that you have been waiting, I don't think we have waited long enough because I don't think we know each other yet. We need to actually enjoy each other. We need to enjoy the weather. We need to enjoy the journey. And what's going to happen is that we are going to actually enjoy a much, much valuable service when the doors are open, or as our brother is going to say, when we have an ecosystem reload. If nobody has told you so today, I just want to let you all know I love you all and let's be on this journey together. Thank you very much. And back to you, Queen B or Queen Canla.
Queen B.
Yes, I just want this is
Did you hear that? I was struggling to unmute.
yes,
The waiting was worth the while.
it is.
And yet we are about to get into a very beautiful, exciting, intriguing crossover to the theme of today. Over to you, say something.
Oh, I just want to appreciate Dr. John Ajongwen. I mean, I love this mindset. Yes, we have waited and we will continue to wait. And we are going to enjoy it, working together as a team. Are you guys ready? I love it. Thank you so much. Queen Carla, proceed.
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Let just a few words I wrote down from my notebook. I mean, you can see this is my notebook. It may not show up clearly, but I have a page and a half. I wrote down the concept of what happens when you have unoccupied time. What happens? How does it lead then to experiences with anxiety, or you become anxious? Unfair weight, unexplained weight. And then we do this subjectively based on our own experience. And then sometimes we forget that somebody's experience or the next person's experience is not the same like yours. And so then our word today is calling all of us to have that mindset. The mindset, the ONPASSIVE mindset, which takes us back to the mission, the dream of our CEO. Why? The why. when you originally thought of why we joined the meeting, in your mind at that time, these were all the things that you knew or you assumed or you thought it could be. You were going to wait. There was going to be this period. And there were going to be things that we were going to learn along the journey. And we have been learning. So yes, has the wait been worth the while? Yes, I believe so. I think so. But I will allow each of us to be able to answer that question. And if we think and we believe so, then we will continue to wait until then. Which brings us to our theme for today, our webinar theme for today, which is, oh my goodness, ONPASSIVE, EcoSystem, reload. Oh my goodness, ONPASSIVE, EcoSystem, reload. I know we might be thinking, yes, too many different things, but reload. We need to recharge. We need to get back in front of the wheel. We need to take control, or we need to learn whatever we've forgotten in the past. We need to reload. Why we joined ONPASSIVE? It can be interpreted in different perspectives, but that is not for me to do. I will leave it up to our king, brother, none other than Dr. Derrick, to do justice to that theme. It's exciting, it's intriguing, and we couldn't wait to hear what you have to say. Dissect it for us. Tell us what we need to do. Tell us where we are. Tell us where we are moving forward with this reload, because I believe we need it now more than ever before. You may have heard that, yes, we are here for a mission. Yes, this reload is going to help us take us one step further. And of course, our brother, King Dr. Derrick, needs no introduction. He is no stranger. But besides the Dream Team webinar, we know him as the brain behind our song, our technology. We also know him as being at the heart of the platform Deep Dive. Again, if you miss it here, you always have the opportunity to meet Dr. Derrick there. Always ready, born ready to help you with your questions anytime. I can go on and on and on, Dr. D, because your accolades are just too many. But I will hand it over to you at this time. Please join me and allow us to give Dr. Derrick to begin our theme for today and grace us with his presence. Over to you, Dr. D.
Mercy, 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 mercy. Wow, thank you very much. Thank you very much, my queen, Kanda, Rahel.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, what a powerful name that, man. Powerful name. Queen Kanda, Rahel. Oh my goodness. Listen, you need to be up there on the throne, sitting and palavering. Mercy. Beautiful lady introducing me. Thank you very much. And of course, I'm a handsome man. And we heard from another handsome man which is Dr. King Dr. John, with the mindset. Thank you very much, King Dr. John. Really appreciate coming from such a handsome man. Your wife should be proud of you. And we all here in ONPASSIVE is most definitely proud of you. I most definitely have to say thank you very much, Queen Dr. Patience, a beautiful woman, you know, from Mount Zion, most definitely. And we just want to thank you for this platform where all of us are congregated at this time. Really appreciate it. And of course, there's no webinar without the First Lady. I don't know what time she sleep or when she sleep, because I know that she has a job, although she just overbroke. But fortunately, she's on every webinar. I don't know how she does that. You know, if Singapore, late in the early in the morning, before my mother said before Capital and Charles, she's up and kicking and on webinar already. Oh my goodness, you know. Pastor Paul 360 degrees. And oh my goodness, First Lady Queen, Dr. Benny. I honestly don't know when do you sleep. All right. And oh my goodness. But again, Queen Lily Lane. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful woman. Another woman from Mount Zion. There's a lot of Mount Zion women on this webinar. So we just want to thank all of you. And of course, King Carlton. You know, we have to mention King Carlton. Most definitely. All right, wonderful. And again, thank you very much, King Dr. John. Really appreciate. That was an awesome mindset, because that is of tantamount importante where I am concerned. So, and where we all are concerned, because without the mindset, it doesn't make sense we will continue in life. Really and truly, the proper mindset, you have to have that if you're going to continue in life properly. So, thank you very much, Dr. John. I don't know if you remember a movie. There was this movie by Keanu Reeves. I don't know if you remember that, the gentleman.
Yes, Dr. D, I know I may have an idea. You know, that came to mind. I was about to go there and I said, do you remember the Matrix? Reload.
Yes, reload. Yes, definitely. All right, so wonderful. So it was Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, or Fishburne, and Ross. Those were the three persons in that movie. Carrie Ann Moss, or Moss, yes, I think it's Moss. And in 1999, it's a long time movie, though. Long time movie. The Matrix Reload. But fortunately, this afternoon, we're not looking at no Matrix Reload. We are looking at ONPASSIVE EcoSystem Reload. All right, that's what we are looking on this day, today, the 25th of August, 2025 or 2024. Oh my goodness, we're running the year 2024. All right, so it is the ONPASSIVE EcoSystem Reload. This, what is on your screen right now, is what is known as a server. Just to let you know that that is a server. All right, that's a server on your screen right here. That's a server. But fees might run about 700,000 to about a cool 1.5 to 2 million. What's that? Actually, come calculate this in here. And all it does is store things. It keeps your data. All right. And so when you talk about a server rack is where pile up, 5, 6, 7. When you talk about a data center, then you're talking about 14 of these server that is into that server rack. And then when you talk about a data center, we're talking maybe about 800 of those servers 800 or a small size data center. 800. I think maybe about maybe 200,000 square yard or square meters, about 200,000 square meters of space to put all of that into so that it can be functional. Because you're going to need PSs and all of those lovely gadgets and so on in order for all of these things to function, especially if the grid is off. Because if the grid is off, then you're going to need solar, you're going to need wind turbine, you're going to need all sorts of things, generators, and all of these things in order to keep all of these things running. And so therefore, a quick little look at this, because this is how it's like a big warehouse, as I said, of approximately 200,000 square meters we're talking about. And then first they have to put in racks, right? You have to put in racks first, so it don't come pre-made. You have to actually make the racks, and then you run the cables then to it, and all of those things, and do all of that work in order to get that data center up and running. So it's not a 1, 2, 3, and it's not a finger and boom, it's there. You understand? The data center can take 4 to 5 months, depending on the size of it, maybe a year, to get all of those cable and all of those things in place, going into the different servers. Because remember, first picture that I show you, each server has to be wired, right? And that is why there's so much cabling that goes into making this data center, or making any data center a reality, right? All of these gadgets, all of these, and then you have to have a persons to monitor all of these things. As I said, you have to connect to the grid, right, which is the power source. And when the power source is down, then you're going to need other things, and even to cool down certain things in order to get this on running. So a cooling tower and all of these things is put into place for all of this to be functional and to work and for it to make sense. All right. So it's not just a 1, 2, 3. Okay. And as we said earlier, that we are migrating, we are moving to the ODS from the AWS, and we are moving over to our own also. And so, therefore, what does it entail to do a migration, to do this reload? What does it take? It takes a few things: site surveys, infrastructure documentation, the appendix, and ancillary services, layout and topology, management access, network planning, migration and build planning, accessibility, team, vendor support, lab simulation, and post-migration testing. So it's a lot. It's not just plugging in a flash drive or an external external hard drive, and you just load up the thing and you carry it to go to the next place and you load it up. If you want to hear in depth about the migration, then First Lady Queen Dr. Benny went into it in many details a couple of weeks ago. All right, and so it's a whole lot. In the late 1990s, in the late 1990s, we had the internet boom pick up off the ground right over into the early 2000s. Remember that time when they said that the computer was going to shut down and all of that going to happen, and when the clock zero, when the clock zero for the year 2000, right? They said that the clock was going to zero, and a lot of things was going to crash and all of those things. But watch this now, even into that chaos, that was when the internet boom came to reality, and a lot of people made some good money in that internet boom. It wasn't just one company. It wasn't just one company. Many companies made some good money in that internet boom. Okay, and so therefore, now we are in the artificial intelligence boom. That's where we are now. Is it one company going to make some money on the artificial intelligence boom? No. A gentleman called me before last and said, "Oh, so many companies doing chat GPT and using up AI and all of these things, and unpassive is nowhere to be found. Unpassive not doing anything." I said, "Young man, there's not one company that is going to benefit from artificial intelligence. Just like how it's not one company that benefited from the internet. It's not one company. And the beauty about Unpassive is that Unpassive is building our technologies and our products on the platform of the artificial intelligence. Now, the only thing most of those other companies, the only thing most of them can do is add it to their system. We are not adding it to our system. We are building it, which is a big difference. So the artificial intelligence boom, actually, it commenced in roughly around 2010. And this is nobody knows if we reach anywhere with it yet. Because the artificial intelligence capabilities and facets is much more than just one item on the program. Because it's just since 2020, listen again, it's just since 2020, if we started all the way back from 2010, it's just since 2020, which is right in that time frame, that Unpassive came into being. One, two, that artificial intelligence went international just the other day. Really and truly, just the other day. All right? And so, what is artificial intelligence? What is AI? Artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence processed by machines, especially computer systems. Specific applications of AI includes expert systems, natural language processing, speech recognition, and machine vision. Artificial intelligence is an advanced technology typically run by a series of algorithms, computers, or robotics that use real-time data to simulate human intelligence. AI can replicate human discernment. AI can replicate human discernment and make real-time decision. And as we said, AI is like in everything now, not just one thing. You have AI in marketing, you have AI in communication, you have AI in manufacturing, you have AI in education, you have AI in retail, you have AI in telecommunication, you have AI in in manufacturing, in life science, in healthcare, in gaming industry, and of course, hey, of course, we have AI in metaverse. And when you talk about metaverse now, it's a whole brand spanking new lot of words that you bring up. That is just really out of this world. So stop putting artificial intelligence in a little box. Because it seems that people, so many companies are using GPT and it has artificial intelligence running it. And what like artificial intelligence is just GPT. Come on, people. It's in every facet of life there is. And as I said, when you talk about metaverse, what is metaverse? What is metaverse? Metaverse is a virtual reality space in which users can interact with users. Sorry. Metaverse is a virtual reality space in which users can interact with a computer-generated environment and other users. In other words, it refers to future, futuristic interaction of the internet that includes persistent, immersive virtual worlds where people can connect with friends, workplace, play games, and also shop. Expecting that hit the ball out of the ballpark, really and truly. All right. And so quickly, let us take a look at this video. Take a look at this quick video for workplace scenario. Because we're talking about 3D, just like how you are looking right now. And when you look, you are actually seeing 3D. That's how we see things, Because we see to our left, to our right. We see to our left, and we see in front of us. Go there, right? Amen. So we are seeing, right now we are seeing in 3D, basically. Right, left, in front. Because we can't see behind us. Okay, so we are seeing in 3D. So can you imagine? Watch this now. Take a look at this video. Take a look at this video. Wow, wonderful. So can you imagine you're an architect, and you are drawing and putting to life a building. So that's what he was doing. And instead of you looking at the building just in front of you, you are actually in the building. Before the building start construction. Can you imagine? In the medical field, you can actually go inside the person's body. Virtually, of course. You're not really inside the person's body. But can you imagine? So, metaverse, virtual reality is opening up a big, major can of worms. And so, passive reload is heading into all of those magnificent situations, all of those industries at some point on passive, which includes AI, building with AI, not adding AI to it, but building with AI. And so on passive reload is, and that is why Ash Mufareh is keep saying to us when we come back and listen, remember, we're going forward, we're not dead to the ground. We are going forward. And so the whole dynamics of unpassive is going to be a major difference, because unpassive will still do everything for us as it relates to business, using new developing software products. Unpassive will build your internet business for you. You don't have to be tech savvy. Ash Mufareh is creating both a business and also the software products to be sold on your website. You don't have to do anything as it relates to business. OnPassive will use artificial intelligence to do all the work and then pays you to succeed. Can you imagine? So all of these products that we know, we got a glimpse of OConnect, got a glimpse of OMail, we got a glimpse of the O-Wallet, we got a little glimpse of O-Tracker, we got a glimpse of O3, we got a glimpse of O-Net, and of course, we did get a glimpse of OBAT. And it was marvelous. I can't think of any issues of what I saw and experienced before. And so, with all of these products that is coming out, all of these products that is coming up in black, that is what it is relating to. So it's not products that is brand new in the concept of that nobody know the product. So we're going to have to be talking and trying to convince people about this product. Oh, because everybody knows Facebook. Everybody knows Zoom. Right on Zoom right now. When you say, listen, this is a 4K web conferencing platform. Especially a person, and most companies, the person who is running their Zoom meeting is a tech-savvy person. So when you say that it is the only 4K web conferencing platform, then of course that tech-savvy person will know that, listen, oh my goodness, for real. And so if you recognize that on passive, before it went down, before the persons that were trying their very best to bring the company down, to bring the products down, but they couldn't do that, because as Ash Mufareh says over and over and over again, that the business part of unpassive is 20%. And the integrity part of unpassive is 80%. And so even if you take out 20%, you take out the full, which they didn't take out the full, it's just 20%. So why are we worried? Why are we worried to 20%? I know why. Because especially us men are visual. So we have 80% wife at home, a good 80% woman at home. But we're not getting the 20%. I will see a 20% woman on the road. I will start to run after that 20% woman and leave the 80% woman at home. And when you divorce the 80% woman at home, and they recognize now that the 20% not cutting it for you. Yeah. Praise the Lord. Let us recognize unpassive is 80% of integrity, 80% of morals, 80% of love. And the business is only 20%. So, as Ash Mufareh, changing lives that change the world, and for us, for some of us that are still here, that see the vision of what unpassive is, that was what unpassive is, and will continue to be, because first of all, unpassive is the correction to corruption. Unpassive is the answer to help the weakened child that is without food, clothing, shoes, clean water to drink in this time, day and age. Yes, unpassive is the answer. Unpassive is the answer to homeless mothers, homeless fathers, homeless children in this world, and to the homeless at large that feel so depressed and wondering if they will ever be able to rise up out of their present condition. Unpassive is all of that and a bag of chips with cherry on top. Let us recognize what we have, what we will have in this unpassive region. So we thank our CEO, Ash Mufareh, and his family, and all the tech team, and all founders that see vision, whose lives are changed to change the world. And that is unpassive ecosystem reload. I thank you very much for bearing with me on this journey on the unpassive ecosystem reload. Appreciate.
Oh my goodness. Whoa. King Dr. Derrick. Oh my goodness. That is an awesome presentation, full of so many nuggets. Oh my gosh, I will need to go back and listen to that presentation all over again. Wow, wow, wow. How much it takes behind the scenes that we do not see, that is not tangible, that we cannot touch, but yet that is the process. That is the grinding, the sacrifices, the effort. That has been the journey. Behind the scenes, what has been happening, that our CEO has been doing, that ONPASSIVE has been on. Oh my goodness. And yet we will still be able to stand and say, oh, why this? Why this? And yet some founders still perceive or assume and say, oh, it is taking too long. They can't wait anymore. Our brother and King Dr. John gave us a word about with the theme waiting. Seeing all of this, what it takes to reload, I hope it does answers the questions for those who still have questions about the waiting period. What are we waiting for? Why is it taking too long? And all the different formats that we can reshape or rephrase the question of waiting. This is a window into what happens. And so I hope we all take the time when the webinar will be posted, go through it, listen through it, and be able to get something out of it. Because for me, I mean, I will not even question anything going further. Because if I were the one in that position, I am not even sure I will be able to pull that through. You and I know, if we were the one responsible to do that. So thank you, Dr. Derrick, for taking us into the behind scenes to see actually what is going on. And we appreciate it. We are able to understand what this entire process is. So thank you, thank you. Dr. B, do you have a word to say? And when you say, after you say a word or two, I have something to add when you're finished, because as Dr. Derrick was doing the presentation, I just had something in mind that I also wanted to share in honor of our CEO.
Cool. Thank you so much. I want to really appreciate Dr. Derrick about this reload of the ecosystem. It is awesome. And, you know, he talks about the integrity, which is 80%, and what a business part is 20%, that we should not really, really worry. And most importantly, he makes us to understand the vision of ONPASSIVE, which is the answer to everyone, to our underprivileged children, to our, the mothers. You know, we have mothers that, I should say we have orphanage and we have widowers, right? ONPASSIVE is the answer to this, because I don't know what else to say. People don't really understand the importance of ONPASSIVE, because if they do, they will rush to come and purchase most of our products. Do you guys understand? ONPASSIVE is everything. Also, that it deals with the artificial intelligence, and it makes us to understand the importance of metaverse, which is the concept that represents the collective virtual shared, the space that which is being created to the convergence of what? Physical and virtual reality, where the users, they can interact with each other with the digital asset in real time. Well, I'm not going to sit here and talk more about the metaverse, but we all know that artificial intelligence also is the answer of everything. Thank you so much, Dr. Derrick. I would say extraordinary presentation. Queen Kanla, proceed, yes, please.
Awesome. Thank you, my sister. And with that, I would want to read this out. I had this in mind, which I believe it complements Dr. Derrick's topic for today, and in a way is paying tribute to our CEO tribute to ONPASSIVE. And this write-up, it is thanks to a version I got that was written by Mother Teresa of Calcutta. I think the last slide Dr. Derrick talked about was what ONPASSIVE is as an answer to homelessness. And First Lady talked about the children in orphanage, those who need the help, and also a solution to the corruption. And so with that, the title of this is Do It Anyway. Do it anyway. People are often unreasonable, irrational, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish interior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some unfaithful friends and some genuine enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and sincere, people will deceive you. Be honest and sincere anyway. What you spend years creating, others could destroy overnight. Create it anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, some may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today will often be forgotten. Do good anyway. Give the best you have, and it will never be enough. Give it. Give your best anyway. Because in the final analysis, it is between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. And so this, I will pay tribute to the efforts, the sacrifices, the vision of our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh, ONPASSIVE company and its products. And Dr. Derrick, you just laid it out for us. That is what happens. And that is what it is. So thank you for laying it out. We will continue doing it. And we will all do it together as one because we are all in it to win it. So thank you. I just thought I needed to share this because it fits with this theme of today. So without much further ado, Dr. Pat, do you have a word or two to say before we get on to the updates?
Wow, what can I say? From the mindset to the reload. I'm going to put one of our brother on spot. Brother Jeffrey, I see you in the house. I don't know if you have anything to contribute to this topic or any remarks. Dr. Derrick, wow. As Queen Debbie will say, you nailed it. I was metaverse. Oh Lord, have mercy. We can't wait for what is going to happen when we come back. You said when you come back, reloaded, right? When they say reload, just the word it means a lot. It's packed. That word is packed. But Jeffrey, I don't know if you just want to contribute something on this topic. We forgot to update. We would love to hear from you. I know you love technology as well. But Jeffrey?
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Doctor, so much. It's good seeing all of you guys, and certainly good listening to you. I've got an earful today, and I certainly appreciate that. I don't really have anything to add about technology and migration or anything like that. I don't I don't see that. I mean, that's certainly important, and that's a lot of what we're doing, but I don't really have anything pertinent to add to that. You know, we originally started here this morning or this afternoon actually, and we were talking about the weight, and I appreciate Dr. John so much. I had a smile when you told the story about waiting in line and the coupons, and I'm like, yeah, because I know some couponers, you know. And it's like, oy vey, I'm in a hurry looking at my clock, and it's like I'm in line and I'm scanning other lines, which one's going to be quicker. So yeah, how we wait is absolutely important. And there's ways to do that. Again, I mean, I could talk for 10 or 15 minutes about it, but I think you guys have done a good job. So I'm just here to listen and to learn, and not to take up your time and just let you do your thing. So thank you.
Thank you. Hopefully during Q and discussion, you can share more. Thank you, Brother Jeffrey. Yes, you talk about waiting, just even driving in traffic jam or slow traffic, you know, and you see people keep changing lane. At the end of the day, you get one car in front maybe, and maybe you get 2 minutes. And you could have caused yourself an accident because you were so impatient trying to swing from one lane to another place. There's what beauty to be patient. We all know all the quotes with patience. Patient dog eat the fattest bone. Because in the old days, they used to give dogs bones, right? So what is the fattest bone means is having the best of the best. So thank you, Brother Jeffrey, for sharing that. Thank you all, the presenters so far. But let's see what happened this week. I think our CEO came out, and I'm going to pass over back to the moderators so we can continue the presentation. Thank you guys for doing a fantastic job. Thank you.
All right, Dr. P, thank you. At this time, we will move on to our updates for today. And for the updates, it's going to be done by Dr. Derrick and myself. We will be putting on multiple hats today. So again, my name is Kanla Rahel Nge from the state of Delaware. It's always an honor for me to join in participating in the updates. Over to you, Dr. D.
Wow, wonderful, wonderful. All right, thank you very much, Queen Kanda Rahel. Thank you very much. That name just rings a bell. But wonderful, wonderful. Joining us today, we have none other than our wonderful, illustrious Queen, Miriam Edwards, EA. Take it away.
Greetings to all. It's a wonderful privilege to be on this platform. Thanks to Dr. John and Dr. Pat and all of you wonderful people. Kanla Rahel.
Oh, yes. That is my name, present.
Yes. It's the presentations today were just on point. There is a favorite saying, repetition is the mother of learning. Repetition is the mother of retention. And we are hearing the mindset. We are hearing about ONPASSIVE reload. ONPASSIVE is here to stay. And the more we hear it, is the more we understand. As children, we see our parents in the home and we know that our parents are always there. We always look forward to seeing them. So it's like a household name. ONPASSIVE is here to stay. Thank you both gentlemen for this wonderful presentation that you have done. And yes, we are here for the updates that's reminding us that ONPASSIVE is here to stay.
All right, wonderful. Thank you very much, Queen Miriam Edwards, EA, and also our many hat clear up. Turn it over now for the update introduction. Queen Kanla Rahel.
Okay. Yes, Dr. D. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you to begin the updates of today. I am Kandla Rahel.
All right, and so we're going to get into the updates. And we want to hear two ladies' voice with her two men earlier. For the presentation. So we're also going to listen to the two ladies now for the updates. So let me just get that squared away and take it away. Queen Kanda and Queen Miriam.
Mr. Ash Mufareh, August 21, 2024. My name is Ash Mufareh, and I am your friend, and possibly I could be your best friend very soon. I hope you're doing great. Everybody who is listening or will listen, I think it will be an important message today, unexpectedly.
We are not planning to speak at this point, but we were preparing for the next steps. We decided that we have enough information to share with you so they don't accumulate. We all understand that there has been some unexpected challenges in our journey. We are going to cut those and go back to prior things.
We have had an incredible vision, high hopes, dreams, harmony, such a positive bond, lots of hope as we call ambassadors, a beacon of hope for humanity.
Amen.
We ignited and enabled the dreams again. It was a beautiful movement. It was a beautiful vibe in many dimensions, but we got those challenges.
Powerful, Kanla. That's not the bad news. However, we don't want to talk about bad news. We want to talk about the hope and moving forward.
Forward.
Say that again. Yes, say that again.
Moving forward.
Moving forward. We said right from the beginning that whatever it takes, we are going to take you to where you want to go. We have a dream and we want to ride along. You did, you believed, and we said, if you are in it, you win it.
And I hope you know that is talking about all of us as ONPASSIVEians.
Yes, absolutely. We said we are going to do it or die at any cost. Let me repeat that again. We said we are going to do it or die at any cost. We were dead serious, by the way, and that is showing because we have such a beautiful vision, an incredible journey. When we realized the challenges, we immediately recognized them and admitted all of that. Of course, I take most of the mistakes I've done. I'll let you know. Don't worry.
Be happy.
What an assurance. Don't worry.
Be happy.
Yes.
I am not claiming I'm the brightest bulb on the tree. I've said it before. In fact, the stupidest businessman ever existed. I should be in the Guinness Book of Records, and I'm proud of that. Why? I never claim I'm a businessman, and I am a person who has a different way, a better way to enable and uplift humanity.
Yes.
Wonderful.
I don't care about running a business. And because of our intention, that will prevail always. Because lots of people are crying out loud for what we have and what we propose. Regardless of the mistakes or the challenges and all of that, cut that. Let edit. Go back to the good vibes, good old days.
Good old days. We are just about to have these challenges behind us and not only go back to where we were before, but with much more experience, a better structure moving forward. That we are going to the next phase of our journey. I will break that in a practical roadmap to you. I'll be very precise about exactly what's happening.
You can write this down. But when we go to that next phase, you are going to recognize this is what was supposed to happen. Now we get it. When you were talking about reshaping the planet, oh, I am just thinking when that light bulb goes up and you're like, okay, yes. So when you do this, this is what you meant. Make the world a better place. And our CEO is telling us it is possible.
Possible. If you see so many corrupt, evil people around, it doesn't mean that that's what the world is. The world is still filled with so many kind hearts, with so many positive people who are going to give a hand to the next door neighbor or to whomever is in need.
Oh, yes. That is my drive to be able to sustain this journey despite all the hit and challenges, because I believe there's so many good people. We are just working and connecting them together on a better purpose or a better track that we are far better. We are better off together. So this is like the introduction, but allow me to give you the specifics now.
Now, here are the specifics. So you wouldn't be here if you don't believe there's something positive or potentially something positive. You wouldn't be here if you don't think, what if it works? And if I mean, of course, there might be somebody who are just like trying to watch a negative drama failure.
Don't be disappointed, because we are coming back.
Amen.
Yep, much stronger. We are going to have the best turnaround ever. And the reason is because it is possible. Yes. There's so many people
need it, that need our ONPASSIVE.
Mm-hmm.
And we are capable of doing that. And the challenges that we discovered, they were like literally removed that blocker.
So many lanes are we going to be? Now, as we all know, almost naive, Ash, as I may forgive all of that on my personal damage and all of that, but make no mistake, jungle, you cannot destroy the dreams and the business of so many people that just get away with it. That's a very naive thinking.
So let's be specific. Now get back to business. And I want you to know I will update you in all the changes that have happened on the corporate level, not today. I'll be able to update you on that. There has been some drastic changes, but moving forward, we want to go to the next phase.
Before we go to the next phase, we are working tirelessly to reopen ONPASSIVE.
Wow!
Yes.
You hear that?
Yes.
We are working tirelessly
I don't think
to
anybody heard.
reopen ONPASSIVE.
Yes.
On June 24th, our servers were shut down, and by design to you, and it was really messy, but we have been working very effectively to recover. We are approaching 2 months being in this dire situation. However, that's about to change.
Amen to that.
This is how we do it.
Ooh. Yes. And we were able to conduct 3 different scenarios. I'm going to tell you ABC, and I'm going to say them in the order of the possibilities. The most probable is scenario which we could recover and reopen as we were 2 months ago, within days, potentially by the end of the month. That is hopefully and probably. So that is scenario 1.
Nice.
Scenario B will be with some missing ingredients that could happen by the end of August. Scenario B, we're hopeful that's not the case. That would be another month. The ugliest scenario I'm going to give you, that within 3 months is going to take 3 months to go to that point. Regardless, that is hopefully, I'm going to say hopefully, it will be unlikely a case now.
Wow. Whatever, whichever happens, we are talking about it. Let me repeat that again. Whatever or whichever happens, we are talking about it. Could be, let's focus on the first. A and B, we are talking about not even having another month potentially. So we are roughly in the last quarter or third. And the minute we are back on that position, immediately we are going to announce the next phase of Ambassador, and that is going to thrill you.
That's the thrill already.
Yes.
The next phase of ONPASSIVE is where we were supposed to be a couple of years ago. But with eliminated challenges, And so we're going to go back so you could imagine how it will ignite the community once again and enable that buzz that we enjoy having.
Nice.
It's a beautiful thing. I am living it. You always fired up because of that. You, me, all of us on Perseverance. You are stuck with where we are now. We are talking about a week, a couple of weeks. Time with your support, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. And then we will have that pizzas.
Yuppie! If you are in my position and looking at your desk and see what's available right now, you are going to fly out to Michigan right now and find the cold lake and jump right in it.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I look at it, I see this is temporary. All those issues, navigate through them and move to the other side where I know how beautiful it is, and you will see it in person.
Oh, mercy.
Oh, yes.
On Perseverance, please don't fly out to Michigan naked. Please put on clothes. Okay.
So, in conclusion, we have scenario A, B, C. Scenario A, roughly a week or so. Scenario B, we got 4 weeks or so. Scenario C, we got 3 months at the worst case scenario. Don't just focus on the details. You are not going to be happy. What you should focus on right now is that we are coming back. We didn't surrender. That, no, we didn't surrender. That's when it will be devastating news.
We have A, B, and C, all the alphabet, whatever it takes. And we can go a second round, and we can also go to Mandarin alphabet. That's quite a lot to go through. All the different possibilities. Whatever it takes, we are going to make it happen. I didn't want to get into more details. I just want you to know we are coming back.
Woo-hoo. These are the different scenarios. Yes, we are coming back.
We are coming back.
Yes. We are not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere.
That's right, Kanla.
And then the minute we do that, we are going to be talking about the next upper phase, the next top, the better level. And I know you are going to be thrilled. That's when I said, I am going to be your best friend, to see not just what we went through. Where we are going is what matters, and what you will see right in front of your eyes soon. I am excited and can't wait.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I will do or die and move forward. I love you. I'm proud of you all. And we are going to make it to the very top. Woo!
Therefore, please buckle up
Yes.
Buckle up, ONPASSIVIans.
Yes.
Buckle up, kings and queens. Buckle up, brothers and sisters. Buckle up, visionaries of ONPASSIVE, who has the heart that Ash Mufareh has. Buckle up, because this
We
is
are.
how
We
do it.
do it.
Because we are
On
Passiveneers.
Passiveneers. Wonderful. Thank you very much for the updates on this August 25th, 2024.
This is awesome. This is awesome. Are you guys excited? Are you guys excited about the news? The best updates. Come on now. I am excited. I know. Mr. Ash Mufareh, he stated that either I do or I die. He is here to correct corruption, eradicate poverty, and to uplift humanity. Thank you so much, update team. I appreciate it.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, sis. We also are humbled, and I would like to say thank you to our leader, our esteemed King Dr. Derrick, for all you do. We know this is a lot of work, and we thank you. We appreciate you. We love you for that. Thank you so much.
All right.
At this time, I'll hand it over to Queen Dr. Benny to introduce the Q&A. But before I do that, I would want to pass it over to our sister, Dr. Patience, and as well as our brother King Jeffrey. If you have something to say or add at this time. So after the two of them, then we can introduce our updates team, and then Dr. P will let us know if we need to say goodbye to our comrades who are watching through the YouTube before we get into Q&D proper. But at this time, let me open it up to our brother and King Jeffrey.
Hi, again, thank you so very, very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate everything I've heard today. And, you know, this is a wonderful platform. But again, I mean, I can talk. Boy, make no mistake. You guys know I can talk. But I'm choosing not to, because today I just want to hear what you're saying. I want to gauge, you know, what's going on here and how you're feeling. And, you know, you guys are inspiring. You guys, man, you are on top of it today. And I love the enthusiasm. I love where you're going. I love what I'm hearing. So again, I'm just going to sit back here and just kind of listen to it and enjoy it, and keep the limelight where it belongs. So thank you, but carry on, please.
Thank you, Brother Jeffrey. We know you'll be gracing us in September. The date will be confirmed with our coordinator, Queen Debbie, soon. So we can't wait.
You're absolutely right, and I apologize, Deb, if you're hearing this. I meant to get back with you and I didn't, but yes, I do expect to be there. I wanted to be here last week and I couldn't, so I didn't say anything this week because I thought, boy, if that's 2 weeks in a row. But I was here, so yes, I will see you next month. But thank you so much.
We know you'll be gracing us with your presentation next month, so we can't wait. Since you have just buckled everything on today, we cannot wait to hear from you on when you come in September. The date will be announced, so buckle up and wait for our brother. Thank you, and please follow him on his YouTube channel. He has a lot of good stuff, I'm telling you. Yes, follow his YouTube channel, follow all the YouTube channel, Deep Dive Dream Team, and get the excitement. Seriously, this is just mindset excitement. during this waiting period. This season. This is a season. Every season is a season. But how you carry the season, or how you behave during the season, or how you put your mindset during the season is very important. I am on YouTube. Thank you, our YouTube viewers. But some of you looks like you are not carrying the season with enthusiasm. It is what it is. It is a season. The way I look at it, ONPASSIVE is not delay. God is just giving us a season to get our mindset ready. As I've said it before, if I joined ONPASSIVE and the next day I had a windfall, I would not have used it right. Okay, so this journey for me is a journey of preparation. So keep being enthused and just wait. Our CEO is saying we have options. Who does that? Who even come and tell you about the option? I've worked in corporate America for 30 years. Nobody tells me what is happening. There's just a patience want you to do this task. Sometimes I give my contribution, they can take it. Sometimes they say no. The majority of the time it comes from them. It's top down, okay? The other is top down, not bottom up. But ONPASSIVE is giving us an opportunity for everybody to be inclusive. Share your views. I see our CEO takes a lot of our views. So let's just put the family in prayer and let's just know that the best is coming. I like the word today that we've used, reload. Whenever I hear reload, I know it's coming powerful. Thank you, Updates team. That was wonderful, wonderful. Sometimes I don't have the time to follow our CEO during the week. So this aspect is very important to me to see what has happened. And after hearing this, my hope has tripled. I've never been hopeless. I always have hope for ONPASSIVE, but it is, I don't know. I can't quantify it. Okay, my hope is undefined. I think that's the real way to put it. I'm very hopeful, and I have the faith. I'm going to walk the walk, and I'm going to stay committed, and I'm going to stay excited, and I'm just going to walk the walk with our CEO. And God willing, I am alive to harvest the windfall. If I'm not, my children will be here. Because I see comments in Facebook that, oh, don't, on my YouTube channel about people dying. ONPASSIVE did not kill anybody. Okay? ONPASSIVE did not kill anybody. Things happen for a reason. God knows why. And this is not something that we should come and be saying, but don't be dead people died. ONPASSIVE did not kill anybody. But I know if God, my almighty maker, which I believe, decides to take me today, you know what? I have left something for my family, my children, to X generation. So that's why I'm hopeful. That's why I'm keeping the faith. That's why I like ONPASSIVE. That's why I like this platform, because people come with energy, with excitement to keep the faith going, to believe that something great is coming. Thank you. Let me not start preaching. I'm not, sometimes I try not to talk because I can go into preaching mode. We are in a season. Let's just let the season pass. Over to you, moderators. Let me shut my mouth.
All right. Thank you so much. I mean, it is just like back to basic or coming back. ONPASSIVE is coming back no matter what. Most of the time I say, are you guys ready? ONPASSIVE is my company. ONPASSIVE is your company. So take it as it is and work with it. Do you guys understand me? ONPASSIVE is the best company in the world, and we have the best CEO in the world. Have you guys ever noticed? I mean, let me say, if you go to work today, do you think you can see your CEO? I cannot. In the IT field, no, I don't. But now you have our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh.
Dr. B.
Yes.
You are even talking of seeing the CEO. Do we even know who they are? We see the name on paper, but we may not even recognize them when they come even across, just because that is how not on a daily basis, you even get to know them, and let alone meet them, to see them and recognize them. But that is the reverse with ours. We see him.
Yes.
We hear him.
Yes.
He invites us in.
Yes.
What a difference, even if for nothing. But I wouldn't say it's for nothing. For everything. We are not We are not going anywhere. We are marching forward.
Amen. As you know, you guys notice that I got married to ONPASSIVE March the 30th, right? And nobody can play with ONPASSIVE when it comes to me. Nobody. We are here to move forward. Are you guys understanding me? Thank you so much. Queen Carla, proceed, please.
Yes, I think at this time, we will go ahead and introduce the updates team led by our Queen sister, Dr. Benny, and then we would say goodbye to our ONPASSIVE family watching us on YouTube. And so we can get into the Q&D. So please get ready with your questions, with your comments. So as soon as we get into the Q&D, we have leaders who will be able to assist with any question you have. Over to you, Queen Dr. Benny.
Yes, please. Before I proceed, I really want to appreciate the update teams. Thank you so much for this information. Thank you for sharing, because I am happy. I hope you guys are. I'm not lying. I'm so thrilled. And the way you guys are reading this update, it's like you guys are bragging. Well, anyways, because it's your company. I'm so happy, seriously. Thank you so much, Dr. Derrick, being our presenter for today. Thank you, our mindset, our Dr. John Ajongwen. We appreciate you so much. And thank you for our welcome team. We love you. I want to thank each and everyone coming here. Happy Sunday. Today, at this moment, I am going to introduce our question and discussion team. Queen Yvonne Finn, are you available, please, to introduce yourself?
Queen Yvonne stepped away, so Queen Yvonne is not going to be here. I will step in again, another hat, and be monitoring the chat.
Thank you. How about Queen Aisha? You are muted, please. Unmute yourself, please.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're seeing me from. Thank you for joining us. My name is Aisha Indanusa, joining from Lagos, Nigeria. I'm part of question and discussion team. Thank you. I want to appreciate our speaker for today, Dr. John and Dr. Derrick. Thank you for that awesome presentation. Thank you, Dr. Benny. You can take it from here.
I appreciate you. As you all know, my name is Benny and Singlet, and I am one of the question and discussion team. I am here to listen to you. Please raise your hands electronically if you have any question or you have any doubt. Do you have any excitement to share? We are here to work with you. And Queen Kamla, could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Kanla Rahel Nge. I will be joining as well with the Q&D for today from the first state of the United States, of the White House. It is my honor to always be a part of the leadership. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Queen Kamla, Rahel. Thank you for your introduction. I am so thrilled to see each and everyone here. I want us to proceed. But before we continue, I want Dr. Derrick or Dr. Pat, if you guys have anything to say, we are here, please, to listen.
Thank you all. And we've said a lot. I think now we're going to close. Should we close the YouTube or should we have 1 or 2 questions. But before we officially close the YouTube, I want to thank all our brothers and sisters that joined on YouTube today. We really appreciate you. We appreciate for you coming and being engaged. Also, we just want to let you know that during the week, there's a lot of webinars you can attend. You have Mindset Monday with Miriam Edward, one of our updates member. She runs at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And join her on MCE Legacy on YouTube. We have Tuesdays and Thursdays, Deep Dive, Globally Changing Life. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And always start with a mindset from 2 beautiful ladies, Dr. Tinesha and Queen Jackie. We call it her Queen Jackie, right? Jacqueline Warner. So please join them. On Tuesday, our own first lady, Dr. B, there you can see the beautiful face on the screen, has been taking us through a cybersecurity class, for lack of a better word. How do we stay safe in 2024? Different aspects, different topic, from the gray to the white to the yellow. I don't know. Let me not go there. I don't know the terminology. How to just be safe. Yeah, I can't save. And on Thursday, typically, there are various speakers, including our own DrDerrick, showing us how to be healthy. Because health is money. If we have all the money and we're sick, we cannot really do much. So if you can join them, join them. On Wednesday, we have our sister from the sunny island of St. Lucia. She says a paradise. Pierre empowering humanity. Hear the word empowering humanity? She actually is doing that. But empower humanity through knowledge. Apart from the beautiful mindset, you see one common theme for all these groups I'm calling, mindset, okay? Mindset, the word, inspiration, whatever they want to call it, because our mind is very important. So, and then apart from that, finances is one of the heavy themes that she's running. Occasionally, we can have some 1 or 2 different topics that we fire with Michael Williams, but typically we're doing finance, how to build your wealth. As we know, having finances, it doesn't make you wealthy. Because if you have all the money in the world and you don't know how to build wealth from it, you'll not become wealthy. So they actually teach us how we're going to get our money to work for us, how to grow our money, how to be wealthy. That's Wednesday. On Thursday morning, now I think it's 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we have our brother today with us, Kumara. They are on that platform. Oh, passion. What is your passion? It is funny, a lot of us join ONPASSIVE who had 0 passion. But through these webinars, now we're looking forward to doing something. A lot of us had dreams, but we put it at the back burner because we're like, this dream cannot be materialized. But through this journey, through this platform, we now have a dream and believing in our CEO that the finance will come for that dream to be materialized. So join All Passion on Thursday morning. Then during the day, Monday through Friday, we have one global movement. Our own sister, Queen Yvonne Finn, is on that platform at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So those are the sister platforms. So there's no excuse for us not to be engaged, energized, and keep the fire burning. And for those watching us on YouTube, we say thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being with us every week at 12:45 Eastern Daylight Time on Dream Team. I see, Dream Team, right? Where we educate ourselves from giving ourselves pat the back, from educating ourselves with technology, from finances, for everything, and of course, our mindset. Thank you all for joining us today. Now let's go over to questions and discussion. Over to you, Queen Benny.
Thank you so much, Dr. P. We really appreciate you. At this moment, you guys heard the presenter for today, right? and our mindset. And the update team as well. When they read what transpired, can you guys raise your hands up if you want to share your excitement? Because I am excited. Are you guys excited? Do you have any question? You can write the question on the chat, or you can raise your hands electronically. We are here to work with you. Thank you so much.
I'm not sure there is any question in the chat, and also, okay, go ahead,
Yeah.
Dr.
Sorry, I was talking on mute. All right, Dr. D, let us know when we are off. So we want to be off YouTube so we can be free, okay? So people can say what is in their mind. Sometimes we are shy if we think we are being recorded. So we're going to stop the recording. And Dr. D, tell us when we are done, you stop YouTube, and then we can really get people to be free and say what is in their mind or share their excitement.